Hello people, my name is Parularia and I'm your voice and accent trainer, your soft skill trainer, your personality groomer and your spoken English trainer. And in my today's session, I would be helping you out with something really amazing, okay? Today, the topic to discuss is Indianism. Now you must be wondering that what is Indianism? Is this girl is talking about patriotism? Will she talk about patriotic, something related to patriotism? Nah, Baba. I'm not going to talk about anything related to patriotism. That is altogether a different concept. Indianism is like a very important, concept in spoken English. Now, I would be answering your one husband, five wives questions. One husband, five wives? What is this? One husband means how. The question which is formed with how word, okay? And then five wives, that is W, what, W, why, where, who and when. So I have answers of all your one husband, five wives questions, okay? Now what is Indianism? Indianisms are basic mistake that many people make while speaking English. They believe that they are speaking correct English, but if they'll speak in front of the native speaker, or if they speak at international level, or with their chief executive officers, with their team leads, with their manager, or with their customer who are like quite educated and have an expertise in English, they feel really offended that what he is saying or what he is asking, they will be terribly confused. They'll never understand what exactly you mean. So Indianisms are the basic mistake that many Indian people make while by putting Indian concept in international language English. Okay, so I believe that I have answered your what question, that is what is Indianism. Now why do you need to understand Indianism? If you really want to be an effective communicator, if you really want to be an impressive speaker, if you really want to earn money, if you really want to grow in life, if you really want to crack any interview at the very first go, so you should really need to know what is Indianism. Okay, so I believe I've answered your why as well. Now moving on to where does Indianism work? Where do you need to keep in mind that you should avoid that you need to avoid Indianism and you need to speak correct English? Definitely at corporate level. At corporate level, in multinational companies, in BPOs, and while having an interaction or while conversing with customers. Okay, now the next question of yours that must be tickling your mind is who needs to know about Indianism? Basically professional. If a person who's a professional, he really needs to know what is Indianism is all about, so that he will be aware while speaking in English in front of clients, customers, team leads, seniors as well as juniors. Okay, now when do you need to keep in mind Indianism? During interaction. Yes, during interaction, while you interact with your customer, with your clients, with your manager, with your seniors as well as with your juniors, you need to make sure, you need to bear in mind Indianism. Okay, now how will you do that? I have 5 tips for you. Okay, so the very first tip is understand the difference. I would be sharing 10 top Indianism or 10 top basic English mistake that you often make. Okay, so you need to understand the difference and then don't repeat the mistake. If you know it, okay, that is an Indianism and you should not say that while interacting with people. Avoid that. Don't speak that. Don't speak that way. So don't repeat your mistake. The third thing is speak with presence of mind. If you are talking with people with presence of mind, definitely you are not going to end up with Indianism. Okay. The fourth tip from my end is practice. Practice makes the man perfect, right? And what about women? We are born perfect. I'm just kidding. Practice makes the man perfect as well as women. So you all need to practice, okay? And then get the hang of it. Make it a habit, okay? So if you have a habit, definitely you will rock in every of your interaction with no matter whom you are interacting with, okay? So this is all about Indianism. Now I would be sharing top 10 Indianism or top 10 basic English mistake that you people often make. So my name is Parularia and as I told you that I am going to share top 10 basic mistake that many people, many Indian make while speaking English. So here are top 10 mistakes that people often make, okay? So in Indianism, have you heard that people asking you, hey, what's your good name? Hey, may I know your good name, please? Listen, dear, there is nothing called good name, okay? Name does not have any taste. हिंदुस्तानी कॉन्सेप्ट है ये। जब हम किसी से पूछते हैं आपका शुभ नाम क्या है, क्या मैं आपका शुभ नाम जान सकता हूँ, लेकिन यही चीज को इंग्लिश में आप बोलेंगे, दैट विल बी टोटली इनकरेक्ट, ओके? यू शुड नेवर आस्क एनीबॉडी व्हाट इज देयर गुड नेम. कीप इट सिंपल एंड रॉक इट, एज आई ऑलवेज से. आस्क, hey, how you doing? My name is Parul Arya. May I know your name, please? Hey, how you doing? My name is Parul. What's your name? Okay? Never ask anybody what's their good name, because there is nothing called good name in English. Next is cousin brother. जिस तरीके से हम हिंदुस्तान में हिंदी लैंग्वेज में हम कहते हैं ये मेरा चचेरा भाई है, ये मेरा मौसेरा भाई है, ममेरा भाई है, ठीक उसी को लिटरली इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट कह देते हैं, he is my cousin brother. Listen, you should never say cousin brother. When you are saying he, it means you are talking about a boy, okay? And when you are ending up with cousin, it means वो आपका चचेरा, ममेरा, मौसेरा भाई है. So you do not need to say cousin brother. You can simply end up saying he is my cousin or she is my cousin, rather than making it very large and saying he is my cousin brother or she is my cousin sister, okay? The third major mistake that 99% Indian make while speaking English. Have you ever heard that अगर आपसे कोई पूछता है आपके पिताजी कहाँ हैं, where is your father, and you say my father is out of station, or I'll be going out of station next week, or I was out of station. Come on, give a break, okay? Out of station जैसा कुछ नहीं होता है. You should say out of town or out of city. This can be the affirmative answer. If you want to give in a negative term, you can say I'm not in town, or I'm not in city, or I was not in town, or I was not in city, or I'll be out of town, or I'll be out of city next week. In this manner, you can speak correct English, okay? Fourth thing that I have with you, you know what? जब भी लाइट चले जाती है तो हम इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? Oh God, power cut. नहीं बोलते, जबकि ये बोलना चाहिए. आप क्या कहते हैं यूजुअली? Hey, again light गोल हो गई. Hey, electricity gone. Come on, you should say that there is a power cut. Shit man, power cut. Oh God, again power failure. So instead of saying electricity gone, light went, electricity went, say there is a power cut, or rather say there is a power failure. ठीक है? So light गई को इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं there is a power cut, rather than saying electricity gone. Next is, you might have heard many people saying you made a blunder mistake. Come on, blunder and mistake one and the same thing. Why do you need to say blunder mistake? You can either say that was a blunder you made, or you can say that was a mistake that you made, okay? So rather than mixing two words with the same meaning together, you can keep it simple and say you made a blunder, or that was your mistake, or that was your blunder, okay? Don't mix two similar words, okay? These are thesaurus, nothing more than that. Blunder means mistake and mistake means blunder. Next thing, I can give you an assurance that 100% people make the same mistake. अगर आपको आपके आधार कार्ड की या आपके पासपोर्ट की या आपकी किसी भी डॉक्यूमेंट का आपको फोटोकॉपी निकालना है तो आप जेरोक्स की दुकान में जाते हैं और कहते हैं भैया 2 जेरोक्स देना, भैया इसके 5 जेरोक्स देना. Guys, Xerox is the machine name. Xerox is the name of that machine that take out photocopies. So the real word is photocopy. You can go to the Xerox shop and you can say that, hey, could you please give me photocopy of this document, or could you please give me 2 photocopies of my Aadhaar card. भैया आप मुझे प्लीज इस आधार कार्ड की 2 photocopies दे सकते हैं, rather than saying Xerox. Trust me, people end up with the same mistake. Never say I want Xerox. Do you need machine? Do you need a Xerox machine? Nah baba, you need photocopy. So why don't you say photocopy? Henceforth, bear in mind that you need to say give me photocopies, okay, rather than saying give me Xerox. Next is, you know what, people make huge mistake in plurals. they think that children का plural childrens है, जबकि children itself is a plural, right? Child is singular, children is plural. Woman is singular, women is plural. People का singular है person and plural है people. It is not peoples, okay? Hair का कभी कोई plural नहीं होता है. Hair singular plural one and the same thing. Hair, HAIR. चाहे एक बाल हो चाहे कितने भी बाल हो, but hair ही रहेगा. Then furnitures कभी नहीं होता. Furniture singular में भी furniture होता है, plural में भी furniture होता है. And then deers यानी हिरन. ठीक है, आपने जंगल में बहुत सारे deers देखे ना बाबा, you just saw deer. Okay, so deer singular में भी deer होगा, plural में भी deer ही होगा. उसके अलावा criterias. Hey, could you please tell me eligibility criterias of your company so that I can apply? Come on. Criterion is singular, criteria is plural. So why do you need to add on extra s at the end? It's okay. You can simply say that if there is only one rule, one criterion, then you can say, could you please tell me the criterion? Or if there are more than one, you can say that, could you please tell me the criteria? Rather than saying criterias, because criterias kabhi nahi hota English mein. Etc. Yes, one more pronunciation that I'm going to teach you. People pronounce this etc as etc. There is nothing called etc. That is etc. Etc. Come on, improve your pronunciation. After all, it is all about impact, right? And the next is, let me frame few examples. Never say that I saw 3 children. Say I saw 3 children. Never end up making mistake like this way, that I saw 2 women gossiping in the living room. You can simply say that I saw women talking in the living room. Women. Singular is woman, W-O-M-A-N, and plural is W-O-M-E-N. There is no need to add on extra s. Trust me, that is incorrect English. Next is peoples. Okay, peoples नहीं होता है, people होता है. Person is singular, people is plural. Okay, and अगर आप लोगों को ये लगता है कि नहीं, हमने Children's Day सुना है, हमने Women's Day सुना है, हमने People's Opinion सुना है, so that is actually apostrophe funda. Okay, that is a concept of apostrophe. Women's Day में apostrophe, Children's Day में apostrophe, People's Opinion यानी लोगों का opinion. For example, Parul ma'am's watch, right? So Parul's watch, if you want to say Parul's watch, so you're going to put an apostrophe after my name and add on extra s. Parul's watch. In a similar fashion, you're going to say people's opinion. People apostrophe s and then opinion. Similarly, hairs bhi nahi hota, furnitures bhi nahi. I have many furniture at my place. Okay, I don't have many furnitures. I have many furniture at my place. Similarly, I saw deer. I saw many deer in the forest. That would be the greatest, way to speak English. Next is backside. आपको आपकी credit card, आपके ATM card को अगर turn करना है, you say turn it to the backside. Come on, backside can be of human beings, species, human beings. Okay, our back portion, not of card. Cards have flip side. So you can ask anybody, hey, could you please turn it to the flip side, rather than saying back side. There's nothing called back side, okay? So that is flip side. Then next thing is warm regards. Did you receive any email from anybody, mentioning at the end warm regards so and so? Please, regards kabhi thande ya garam nahi hote. It is only regards. So if you really want to put an impression with your clients, stop writing at the end warm regards, thande regards, cool regards, thanks and regards. Come on, you can simply end up with, regards. For example, if I need to share my personal example, in every of my email, I write at the end, regards, Parul Arya, soft skill trainer. That's all. And my contact details, nothing more than that. I never write warm regards or cool regards, okay? The 10th Indianism or the 10th basic mistake that you people make is, whenever you feel like you need to say, मुझे बारिश में भीगना बहुत पसंद है, and you say, I love to wet in rain. Wet in rain कभी नहीं होता है. The perfect word for it is drench. I love to get drenched in rain. I love to drench in rain. Wet in rain, oh my god. That has totally an offensive meaning, okay? So never say wet in rain, say I love to get drenched in rain. That's all from my end. I have taught you Indianism part 1. I have given you top 10 basic Indianism or basic mistake that you people make while speaking English. If you'll keep this in mind, if next time onward, whenever you interact with somebody, you will never end up saying, "What is your good name?" It means you understood my session. That's all from my end. Thank you.